Have you ever felt invisible at a meeting? You know, you shared an idea, it was ignored, and then later someone else repeats it and everyone praises it. You were overlooked. Or has someone told you you need to work on your executive presence, but you didn't know what that was, where to start, and no one tells you exactly what to do? Well, let me tell you, presence is real and it's powerful, and you can learn how to project presence. When I was in media, we called it star power. It's the energy that draws people in. So whether it's an A-list celebrity walking into the room or someone speaking with a deep radio voice, that made you pay attention. That presence makes people stop, look, listen, and lean in. It's non-negotiable for celebrities because attention is their currency and value. But today, presence isn't just for celebrities. It's essential for leaders and entrepreneurs. Because if you can't get attention, you can't influence. And if you can't influence, you cannot lead. Presence isn't just power dressing and talking the most. It's about how you carry yourself, how you communicate, and how you connect. A survey of nearly 4,000 professionals from large corporations revealed that executive presence accounts for 26% of what it takes to get the next promotion, even more so than performance. Now, presence alone won't get you that promotion, but the absence of it can impede your progress. Not just for corporate professionals. It's critical for entrepreneurs and founders if they want to be successful. I was listening to Kevin O'Leary, an entrepreneur and investor, on the TV show Dragon's Den and Shark Tank. He was interviewed on The Diary of a CEO. Yes, Steve, I subscribe to your podcast. And Kevin said it's so important that founders show up with presence, or he called it aura.
Can you project who you are with your eyes and the way you're standing? Can you project your confidence? Or are you looking at the ground? Or are you looking away from me because you can't stand me looking at you directly without saying anything to you? Or do you push back? Or do you say, I'm going to stake my aura. I'm going to stake my ground here. I see that every day in life. I see it. So you have to learn how to project yourself in front of your peers or who you want to lead or teach. That is maybe an innate something you're born with, or maybe you can learn that. I don't know, I don't care. But if you don't have it, you're gonna fail. And that's before a word is spoken. Before the first word is spoken.
Your presence speaks before you even say a word.
The ones that had that aura generally get there.
And do you think you could take someone who doesn't have that aura in business and teach them it?
I think you can teach it. I certainly try and teach it to my children. I try and teach it to my students. And the best way to do it is to look at yourself in the mirror sometime. Just what do you look like to yourself? If you're going to go make a presentation to take down $1 million line of credit or something, you want to dress the part, obviously. And you're going to have to project yourself in those seconds as you're walking up to shake their hands. What does that take? It takes an aura of confidence, and it's in the eyes, it's in the way you're standing, it's in the way you're dressed. It's not a joke to be dressed for success, but it's something about presenting yourself and keeping your eyes focused on who's talking to you. All of this is happening in the first 60 seconds, and it's setting up for the rest of your life with that person.
Your presence tells people who you are. Everyone has presence. It's a combination of your physical and energetic attributes. Have you noticed how some people rush into the meeting room looking busy, frazzled, agitated, and they're frowning, and then others will shuffle in, eyes darting about nervously, hunched over, and they go to the back of the room? And yet there's some who saunter in, they take the most prominent seat in the room, and they spread themselves. All that is presence. The more important question is, are you projecting the presence that you want? Yes, you can learn how to. I'm going to share with you 5 simple steps on projecting your executive presence for that leading edge. Step 1, increase your self-awareness. This is the starting block because your presence starts from within. Daniel Goleman's work on emotional intelligence shows that self-aware leaders are more trusted and effective. Self-awareness means having a deep understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, emotions, and motivations. Know your blind spots. How do you come across during a meeting? What energy are you projecting when you speak? How do you behave under pressure? We can't read our label when we're in the box. And that's why I always encourage my clients to record themselves during a meeting or presentation. And then most importantly, to watch the recording back. No, don't look in the mirror because you're still watching from within the box. Watch your recording back with curiosity and objectivity, not with judgment. On a previous episode of Speak Like a Leader, my client Steve Bryce shared this.
You told me, and of course it's now, when you said it, it was so obvious, is, Steve, you should listen to yourself and watch yourself after you've done stuff. And nobody likes listening or watching them, or very few people like listening or watching to themselves. But I've learned a lot from doing that.
Step 2, visual presence. Master your body language. Your body speaks before you do. And there are many elements of this, from posture, gestures, the way you walk, the way you sit, the way you stand, your eye contact. But I encourage you to start with your face because that's the first thing people look at. One of my CEO clients said that when he got up from his desk to get coffee, his team would later ask him why he was angry. And he was shocked because he was just deep in thought, solving a complex problem. He wasn't aware that his facial expression was angry and unapproachable. That wasn't the presence he wanted to project. So here's a tip. Make it a habit to have a ghost of a smile. That gives you a natural, pleasant demeanor. Step 3, vocal presence and how you say it. Are you rushing like a bullet train because of adrenaline, or you just want to get it over and done with? Slow down. Make it easier for people to understand you and feel your words. Pause for impact and let people process what you just said. Emphasize keywords like a melody in a song because no one remembers monotone. There are many aspects of projecting vocal presence, but those 3 are a great start to projecting confidence and gravitas. And here's a tip. Read a story out to a young child. They'll tell you if you're boring. Step 4, your vibe presence. Be present and grounded. Presence means being in the current moment, not in your head, someplace else, thinking of problems. Before a high-stakes meeting, ground yourself with this simple breathing exercise. It's called box breathing, and it's so simple there is no reason not to do it. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. Repeat this at least 3 times. This shifts your nervous system from panic to poise. It resets your mind and body, so do it before every meeting. Step 5, manage your inner critic. You can't project confidence externally if your inner critic is screaming, "You're not good enough." Confidence is an inside-out process. We have to dismantle perfectionism, imposter syndrome, and fear of judgment. So here's a tip. Work with a coach or mentor to reframe that and create your new narrative. And there you have it, the starting steps for elevating your executive presence. It's not about changing who you are. It's leveraging your strengths that you already have and adjusting the traits that sabotage you from what you want to project. Executive presence is not about trying to impress. It's about deciding to make an impact. Remember to subscribe and let's speak like a leader.